So it becomes blatantly obvious that I'm going to bring everybody down, but you get to go home and cry at least. The title is I Didn't Go to My Mother's Memorial. A year ago today, on April 6th, I had to decide if I would put on the fake girl mask for my biological family or stick to my choice of choosing myself over toxic relationships and the fighting that awaited me. And I felt torn in two between who she saw in my truth. My relationship with her had always been like that. It reached the pinnacle in June of 2022 when Roe v. Wade was overturned and she called me after I had been protesting. She was against body autonomy for people who could get pregnant, against trans youth autonomy, and even against me as my identity, a gender. That phone call and the many before it is why I still struggle with talking on the phone. In that call, she told me I would be the death of her, that for her love of her, for my love of her, I should agree with her. I told her for the love of me, she should support me and my passions, even if she doesn't agree with them. I explained that I believe in choice for all. I told her, you can call me if you could love and support me. And we never spoke again. In our society, we seem to be expected to love our biological family, but mine never loved me. They just loved the idea of a daughter they never had. I didn't go to her memorial. Instead, I spent it at a friend's party and drank away the memory of her for the night and the next day. And during the party, I burned a letter of closure to send to her. I've spent this year since being caught off guard at random moments and expected ones like our shared birthday. I've worked hard to navigate the grief and remember that there are good times, even if they were rare. So I want to share some of those good times here. So that I can speak to that in love. Did you know that horses and ponies can in fact come in the house? I did this with my mother. Another thing we learned was the lyrics to Avril Lavigne's Complicated while I was sitting in the middle of her red truck's front seat and the stick shift between my legs, and we sang it together. We only call them yucky charms. I remember all the times we watched A Bug's Life, Kiki's Delivery Service, Lord of the Rings, and Willow. I remember her reading to me one summer, doing all the voices and raising my reading level from 0 to 12. I remember all the horse rides, and once being on the back of a horse with her beside me as we watched the eagle fledglings learn to fly in the red pines. I remember learning that my family could be chosen when my mother introduced me to Aunt Sandy and her shop, and I found that I could build peace and love. That peace and love is what we're made of. I remember sobbing together to I Am Legend just after our German Shepherd died, and then that movie dog died. I had never felt closer with her. I remember staying up together to watch the creepy show, Criminal Minds. I remember our pet house chicken eating cheesecake with us that she and I had baked. I remember that Twizzlers always have to be on the car rides, long and short. I remember growing my hair out because I was inspired by how long hers got. She never wanted to cut it, but also just kept it up in a ponytail because she had work to do. My hair looks just like hers. I almost cut it June of 2022, and again a year ago today. Pain fills the space between us from how my birth happened until her passing. I know it's more pain than good, but I choose to remember the good and love her from where I am. I choose love even when she never loved me for me. I love through the hurt. I love because I desire love. I love because of her hurt. I love to break the cycle. I love in grief and tears. 1 year from the day that everyone gathered but me, because she never knew me. She never knew the real me, but I do. I didn't go to my mother's memorial, but I stand here and share her memories.